Don't let him out there. We're going to go through that thing. You can go out there with him.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee.
I think at some point they probably play the Masters in a ceremonial way like a lot of old winners do. But I also think what he was doing today more than anything else is not only was he cautioning Neely and Jeff Butler, and he wasn't sure.
That's the part I'm trying to miss.
I felt like he was saying it out loud to convince himself. He had to hear himself say the word out loud. Yeah, I agree with you. One thing first, he doesn't think he probably can't play. He knows he can't play. He knows what that leg looks like. It's shattered. No, he talked about being fortunate to have it. And when he said, when someone asked him, is he in pain?
Everybody knows.
He said, yeah, back and leg. But it's a wrap. And it's what made me feel better about this was that
that's why he went out, though.
He wasn't morose. He had a smile most of the time.
That's why he went out. Because I think it irritates you outside of church. And you can do church by that time. By Sunday, you need to.
And it's not going to happen, Tony. For all purposes, there are reasons to fall. And
I can tell you on time. Stay home.
By saying, in my travels, I tried to see people like that. They don't think you go back and win a game. They do. People be smart about most things. They don't concern them specifically. And they also are just wildly optimistic. They're not looking at the nuances of the situation. Tech is done with this. But if he can be anytime they're around off things,
It's disappointing when you think you passed something and you have to revisit it again. With what you know you see. But because it ain't, it ain't like you didn't know that they can see.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
But everything that the children, so that was a setup, really. Because the children told you what was already in you. So now it's up to you. They told you he was coming.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Okay.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Jones. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
But if you were mad at us, if you were mad at us, we all know what it do.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Jones throw hauled in by Westbrook Akina here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
It brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
I heard it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
You took us on
the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Damn, that boy was drink. I know. I thought somebody was faking us.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Those sandwiches and get in the back to those definitions. We're going to have a serious problem.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown! That's caught. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but that gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Ferkser here. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick.
The 40. The 20.
All day.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Jones now on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Boys ain't playing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Steven Sims now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Jones on 1st and 10. Check down here for Henry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down at 4. Now here's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Monty Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Jones now throwing on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking deep for Julio. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bull. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Sims to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Catch is made by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Looking downfield for Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Henry, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Jones. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jeff Swain, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Sheds off the tackle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably run this all the way before snapping it on second down.
What?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that. Frankly, I think
I don't know what you done wrote.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3
I don't know what that is.
thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going
Like you want to say a station or something.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the ball here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That he's taken down.
I wonder what they're reading right.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and play another day because this could leave lasting damage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take
I'm done. He supposed to hurry up. If he would have played on time, I would have been through.
Interception, and I'm going to use
it's done now.
What they say in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I know it.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running from the gun with Henry. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They